Hey friends, I'm back. Rebecca Kastl, the accidental mystic. I had a big spiritually transformative experience in my 20s while I was healing from an assault that occurred when I was 13. Have been on a very long process of healing, which led to my spiritual awakening when I wrote that I wanted to devote my life to God and live by the light and help other people live by the light. And it like spun off and started this big, what we call STE, the lingo, at least in the community I'm part of, spiritually transformative experience, but you could call it something else if you want. um, but I saw a lot of stuff, got connected to a beautiful frequency of love and peace and light and healing. And now I tune into that to tell you what I hear. Um, when I've asked, if y'all are curious, when I've asked what to call the light beings that I communicate with, this is like something I'm aware of from when I was 26 and this experience started, which I didn't really believe in this experience, but I felt all this stuff. I felt these loving light beings. And when I tune back in, I feel that same frequency. When I ask what to call them, they just say the healing team of light because it's like a big group and they're like, the name is less important than the love. And that kind of goes for everything out here. But okay, so we're going to get into the message. Thank y'all for being here. And let's see what I hear. So the name being less important than the love is really the central theme. And that's something we're all being tasked to understand in our lives, that who you are on paper is not who you actually are. um, you are your soul. You are your divine essence. You are your higher self. You're your joy. That's the kind of stuff people realize when they cross to the other side, but they're asking you to realize it now. Um, and your list of accomplishments is useless if they're not in service to other people. Um, Now, but they're showing me like if you made accomplishments and this was part of your path to like come up out of poverty or come create something very beautiful by going to school, that is beautiful. But it was more like you transformed your soul in that process. Um, and that I'm hearing God or Source doesn't care about the details of your life. It cares about um, the love that you've created and the love that you've been in your life. We've all had times when we've done that and been that, and you can celebrate those times that you've been that love for other people. And they're also saying again, which comes through a lot, is to stop beating yourself up for times when you feel like you fell short or you weren't uh, living at your best or most loving. You can always try again. That's what we're here for. We're here to try again. And every time you try to live in a more loving way, a more forgiving way, we all have a lot of help for that. And you can call out to your spiritual team for that. And they're showing me like if you feel like you've been in darkness, like you can just look up and there's like so much light just waiting to be part of your life. Um, I've done that over and over again in my life. So yes, it's real. Let's see. And they are showing me, maybe this is because of my video I put out on Thursday, or it's been top of my mind, or maybe other people's too, but we need to stop sorting ourselves by category and just recognize the love within one another. That would speed up stuff on our planet really fast. Uh, if we can see the light and the love within every person rather than who they seem like on the outside. And that differences that we have like in surface are meant to be celebrated and loved, in a way that instead of like divided and pushing us apart. Our differences are like beautiful aspects of the human experience, and that Earth has a lot of diversity. um, and this can be our greatest strength. Let's see. Please stop thinking about all the times people have hurt you or you've hurt other people. They're showing me like many of us trying to live a new way or trying to have a day where we have a good day and like we have here's us in the day and like we're all carrying these like heavy like lists of times people have hurt us or lists of times we haven't done the right thing. They keep showing me this image of like crumpling that up and throwing it away. um, and that all of us have done more good than we realize. Please stop beating yourself up mentally for the past, whether it's how other people have treated you or how you've treated other people. You don't need to live by your old self anymore. You can be a new self every day. That does require like attention and willingness to grow, but it's not impossible, or you wouldn't have had this idea that you wanted to do that. Um, the best you that you can dream of, that you can think of, is possible. So if you're dreaming of this you that you wish you could be, like you could be that. um, ask for help, get some support. Tell yourself new messages in the mirror. Look at yourself in a new way and start to really heal the things that have kept you from seeing yourself that way. Like really, you're not most meant to like keep yourself in this negative space or beat yourself up. That's like a pointless and fruitless thing and leads nowhere. It's like a dead end. Let's see. What makes you feel joyful and happy might not be what other people say makes them feel joyful and happy, and that's good. That's okay. You're meant to be uniquely you, and that is something to be celebrated. Stop comparing yourself to what other people are doing or finding joy in. Um, I'm hearing like social media is not great for that. So if you're too much on social media, I know I am on YouTube and Instagram posting this, but you know, if you're feeling like you're comparing yourself too much because of the algorithm or YouTube or any of these social media things, you can take a break from it because your mind can really drive you crazy. And they're just showing me people get stuck in like mental loops on it. Um, just take a break after you watch this video. Let's see. Being on the earth and getting grounded right now is also really important. Um, spend time outside, spend time in nature as much as you can. There's a lot of healing for all of us in nature and resetting. Like we can reset ourselves there where it's less with the human like cacophony of energy and sound and like human noise. When you're in nature and you can just really like ground back into the light, ground back into like the sun and the earth. Um, and they're showing me it's like really recentering for us. It's like a real balm of peace that's beyond like a mental like thing, and you don't even have to try that hard. You're just outside and experiencing that peace. Um, we're all being helped more than we know. Not again, they say this a lot, but like no one is forgotten, not one of us. And you can call on your angels, your guides, God, source. You can call on your spiritual team. They'll be there for you. We are here for you. Um, and it could be like your mom on the other side or whatever you feel like safest connecting to or reaching out for. Please do it so you can stop feeling so like distraught and alone. Um, you can ask your questions out loud, ask for help out loud, write it down. Every prayer is heard, even if it doesn't seem like they are, they are. Let's see what else. And they're showing me again, like, stop looking for answers outside of yourself because the answers are really within. Um, when you get quiet and still enough to hear your heart and like be connected to the universal field or like all of this um source light energy, um, you can access everything through your heart. So do it. Yeah, stop waiting for someone else to give you the answer when your answer is within. And they're showing me like humans are turning an evolutionary corner right now, and we are having to shake off a lot of dead weight. It feels like a really big corner that we're turning, a really big shift. And some people do prefer to stay in the old ways rather than try new ways. And they're also being helped. And we can't decide or determine what someone else's journey is for them. Just focus on your own journey. And yeah, again, know that you're being helped and you can be helped. You are being helped. I don't know why they're bringing up OBEs. Has anyone been doing out of body stuff? I've never truly done it. Let me see what I'm hearing about that. Out of body experiences are a good way to explore different states of consciousness as well as um, aspects of what a near death experience is like and explore different realms. So if you're thinking about trying it, you should try it. I guess there's like so much out there about it. If y'all have info on it, I'd love to hear your like put some comments down there. I can link Darius J. Wright, who's a big OBE guy. He's really interesting. Um, but they're like saying there's nothing to be afraid of except like you own like the disowned aspects of your own consciousness or like your wounds. Uh, like that's like the shadow that if you're seeing a shadow when you're doing it, I learned in my own experience, it was like my wounds and the trauma that I had to heal, um, that I did heal when I fully brought divine love into my life. Um, but they're saying like, don't be afraid to try it because that is a good way to create a spiritual experience without having to die or have anything horrible happen to you. So who knows? I don't know. I'm sure someone's thinking about that if that's coming through. Let me see why that was coming through. Yeah, people are curious about it. They're saying, okay, so this is what they're saying too, like with the OBEs or with your own life or with anything in the spiritual world, um, you will see and create the level of consciousness that you're at or the level of love that you're at when you enter these kind of different explorative states from a place of love and light and peace. Um, you're going to have like a more healing experience. Let's see. But the main thing that they keep saying is like, don't be afraid. And like if you're looking at trying stuff like this or exploring more of your spiritual side, you can call on your spiritual team, whichever you're comfortable with, do that because they're going to help guide you. There's really nothing to be afraid of in the spiritual realm because it's all just love at the core. And that's like the message that keeps trying to come through. Like many of us or different people who've had different NDEs, different people who different spiritual teachers, it's like all just love, and that's the teaching that keeps trying to come in. Um, so stop being afraid of what you don't understand when you can actually just come back into your heart, and if you experience the love, and just go from there. Explore your spiritual side from there, and stop being afraid of things because the fear is just something you've created in your mind. It's kind of like an advanced spiritual concept, I guess. Um, I'm hearing also like humans are addicted to fear, and that includes me. I have plenty of fear. So, um, but the more you can like work through it, release it, recycle it, make it into something less fearful, more loving, um, the more like advanced you can be as a soul or as a being in this planet and this body. Um, and I'm also hearing we're getting there, but for some of us, it's really slow going. And I'm also hearing you don't have to engage in the drama if you don't want to. Um, you really are the one that gets to decide what your life is like, what it's about, what you pay attention to. Um, but I am also hearing again, like there's truly nothing to be afraid of when you come back into your heart. So your heart is eternally connected to divine love. And there's really nothing that can separate you from that except your own thoughts and um, belief systems. And when you come, like, sorry, I'm asking questions in my head as I'm getting this. This is why, like, just like live, like awake tuning in like this is a lot. Honestly, it's a lot harder than trance channeling because it's like I'm like switching back and forth. But I'm hearing, like, when you come back into that place of love, then you really know there's nothing to be afraid of. When you're in your heart, truly in your heart, there's nothing to be afraid of. I did learn that in my STE and in my spiritual journey. And the fear is really made up. It's like your mind making things up. And a lot of it, I'm asking so many questions about my own experience with my nightmares, what different people in different groups say. This when I get quiet, I'm sometimes asking stuff like that. But they're saying a lot of the spiritual journey and like the mystical journey, what I've been doing and what you're on with me is making the external internal. So, people have a lot to say about what the world is like externally, but what really is this journey is what this journey is really about is truly knowing this internally. So truly knowing that love is the ultimate, truly knowing that you are safe and like the outer world is created from that space, whether you're talking about the outer world spiritually or the outer world physically. Um, it all starts within. And again, stop putting so much stock into things that are outside of you. Like they said earlier, stop looking for answers outside of you. Stop putting so much stock in the outer world because the outer world is created from the inner world. So that's whatever you're trying to do in your life, get right internally. Um, and that can be like for people on a healing journey, like I was on. It's a big order. It can be a really tall order to do that. Um, especially if you've invested a lot in what your life looks like on the outside. Not like you did that in a wrong way. A lot of us did that as a coping mechanism, or it was the only way we knew. But the more right you get in your inner life and your inner world, the better your outer world will get. So try again, center that, make that the center part of your life, your own connection, your inner life, your connection to source, and then build from there. And you really can create the life of your dreams when you do that. And again, I'm also hearing it's all going to be okay. Please like pray and tune in in the way that you do. Uh, we all have this help. We all have access to these messages and this connection through our hearts. It's not a big deal. It's really only a big deal because of the stories and things we've been told on our planet for eons. Each one of us can do this, and it's meant to be fun and easy. So please go do it for yourselves. Um, I think that's it. That's it. I love y'all so much. I hope this was helpful. I'll put my links below. I don't want to talk too long. I just want you to sit in this beautiful love energy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.